So is vocabulary important for your PT reading scores? Absolutely. And in this video, we are going to show you the words that are getting repeated in the exam for this particular month as well as that have come in the past. Look at the comments from WhatsApp and the YouTube from the people who have got these words in the exam. So we give you those words that are coming in the exam as well as some tricky ones, because if you don't know the meaning of the words, you are not going to get the correct answer, and that is the hard truth. So watch it till the end and the series as well that we have on vocabulary to improve your vocabulary in the shortest time possible. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex PTE. I hope you all are doing good. The fastest way to reach your PT reading target scores is by improving your vocabulary, and that too very quickly. And this particular video as well as the video in this series is focused on the reading fill in the blanks questions and the reading writing fill in the blanks questions particularly, because that's the weakest link in the exam for your reading module. 90% of the students who don't know the meaning are unable to solve the questions in the exam, and that is the reason vocabulary becomes super most important. So how do you improve it quickly? By watching this kind of videos and making yourself more acquainted with the words that are coming in the exam. So we have devised this secret technique, which is not secret anymore and has been used by our students who have been successful in the exam. You can look at some of those scores. So on top of it, you need access to the prediction files, which you can get by joining the YouTube priority member, where you can get the prediction file. You can look at the words that are coming in the exam. So like and subscribe and watch this video right till the end. And if you need paid assistance for the whole exam, do WhatsApp us and we are there to help you. Okay, so time to look at the first set of words that you see on the screen right now is the first 10 words. And if you see, many of them are simple ones that you might already know, but some of them are tricky as well. So it's important that you understand not just the meaning of the words, but how they are used as well. Going through these kind of words repeatedly will definitely improve your reading scores, guaranteed. The first one is minute and minute. Same spelling but different pronunciation. One is the unit of time and the second one means small quantity. So minute. So that's why when you use minute, it is used as an adjective. And you use adjective with a noun. So that's why you can say minute object, minute substance, any noun you can use it with. The second one is ambiguous. Ambiguous means something that is confusing, that is not very clear. Again, it is describing someone's character, something's character. So that's why it is an adjective, and that's why you use it with a noun. Ambiguous answer, ambiguous question, ambiguous words. So again, I'm describing all the nouns using this particular word. The third one is intriguing. Intriguing means fascinating. Something you are fascinated about. Again, you are describing something fascinating environment or intriguing questionnaire, anything that you describe. It's mostly used with story, intriguing story, or intrigued by. If you're using it in the verb form like intrigued, then you have to use these prepositions by and with. You are intrigued by someone or intrigued by something, or you're stumbling upon something. So you are intrigued with something as well. So these two prepositions are mostly used. The fourth one is possessed. Possessed means you own something. It also means when you are possessed by an evil spirit, but this particular means that you possess something, you own something. And of course, it is a verb, it's showed in the ed form. So you always show the ownership by, possessed by someone. Hailed. Hailed has two meanings. Again, hail means you call out someone, or it shows the origin, where you are originating from or where someone is originating from. So it can be used as a verb here. He hailed from Wales, or he hailed from Ireland. So from I already gave you, and he hailed someone when you are calling out someone. So that's why you can use it with someone like a noun. Or he hailed as can also be used. Stumble. Okay, similar to intriguing, but not very similar. It means sometimes when you're almost falling, you stumble on a rock and you almost fall. So you are obstructed. Something is obstructing you, you are stumbling. So basically vocabulary, if you don't improve your vocabulary, you may stumble in the exam. That's the clue. So you stumble over or you stumble after. You stumble over an object, stumble after. Impact. Very common word. Impact means crash, crashing. and it also means impact. What is the impact of this? So in that sense, it is used as a verb, which means influence. So noun as well as verb. You are impacted by someone's teaching, like our videos are impacting your education in the PT exam. So this is impacting, or you impact on, that's like crash. The eighth one is expression. So where you express something, you are showing your thoughts. So that's why it is a noun. And expression of interest, that's related to your PR applications in the Australia. Now, when I'm in Australia, I do meet several people who are applying for their PR. Everyone needs the PT exams course. Okay. So expression of interest or expression for something. Both are accepted. The ninth one is not a very common word, which is envisage. Envisage means predict. And this is an action that you are doing. So it is a verb and you predict something, right? So you envisage something. That's how you use it with a noun. The 10th one here is rejuvenate. Rejuvenate means re-energize or give energy to something. Again, this is an activity. You are rejuvenating someone or you are giving energy. It's an activity. So it is a verb. You are rejuvenated by a drink, or you are rejuvenated by someone or something. So that's why you can use both these prepositions. Let's look at the second set of words. The first one is constitute. Constitute means composition, or you are adding to something. So it can be used as a verb because you are constituting something. So you are doing something. So that's why it becomes an action and it becomes a verb. So that's what I said. Constitute something or constituted by. Okay, constitute of is wrong. Okay, compose of is correct, but constitute of is not correct. So if you see this word in the options close to by and you see both the words compose and constitute, you know which one to choose. Okay, that's the mistake you need to avoid. The second one is acclamation. Acclamations means praising someone. Okay, and it is ending with shun, so you know this is a noun, very common pattern for noun. I have been telling you repeatedly every month. These are the things you need to observe. Okay, very sharp eyes you need to have in the exam and sharp brain as well. And with practice you can sharpen your brain. That's not a problem. So acclamation of, that's how it is used. Acclamation of your work or acclamation of vocabulary. So something that is giving you fame or praise from someone. The next one is shun. Shun means again similar to obstacles, but it is blocking something or rejecting something, avoiding something. So that's what you are doing, an action. The sun rays are shunned by the glass or something. So that's why shun something. You block something, reject something. Interpret, it's a verb, interpreting, explaining something or translating something. So I am telling you something and you are interpreting those in your own mind or translating them in your own language. So that's what interpretation means. Interpretation in the noun form ends with shun. Interpret in the verb form is just this word. So you can use this with these prepositions to, for, or you interpret something, like interpret my language. Linger. Linger means persist. You linger your focus to your exam. So that means you are persistent. You have not given up. You are consistently preparing for the exam persistently. So you linger on something or you linger over something. These are the two words that are most commonly used. You have to use with them. Intensifying. Intensifying ending with ing is a verb here. What does intensify means? You are making it more intense or making it more exciting. Intensifying with, the singer intensified the audience with his song. Or you intensify something, intensify the sound. So that's why you can use with or just directly use with a noun. Evoke means, don't confuse it with revoke. Revoke is different. Evoke means recall. And again, it is a verb here. So evoke in or the something. So that's how you use this particular word. You recall something, right? The eighth one is immerse. Immerse means if you are submerging it in the water or immersing it in any liquid. So that is not in the air. So submerged or occupied also means. Immerse also means occupied. So I'm immersed in the exam. That means I'm totally immersed, submerged in the exam world. So that's what it is, immerse in. As I already gave you a couple of examples, that's how you use. Repeal. It's not repel, it's repeal. Repel means like going opposite direction, repel. Repeal means similar but revoke or cancel. So see, I told you over here, don't confuse with revoke. Revoke means cancelled. So it's a verb again here, and you revoke something, you revoke the pass, or you repeal the pass, you repeal the audience. So any nouns can go. Hypothesis. Hypothesis is something that you assume. It's just a theory. It hasn't been proved. You need to prove the hypothesis. You will find this particular word in most of the science-based passages where it will talk about an experiment, and before experiment it will say that the scientists or the researchers were hypothesizing something about something. So hypothesize means theory, and hypothesis is theory in the noun form. Hypothesize becomes an activity, then it will be a verb. Hypothesis of laws of physics, or hypothesize that. Okay, that's how you use this particular word. First you know the meaning, then you know how to use it. The third set of words, now you see some of the words are difficult as well. So we have put some tricky words as well so that when it comes in the exam, you know the word, how to use them, and then you can choose them as the answer. And these words are getting repeated multiple places. I've shown you that video before as well. You can do it your own analysis on the prediction files. When you search for any particular word, you will find it in multiple places in the same set of exam questions. Contextual. This word I have been using in the reading fill in the blanks, reading, writing fill in the blanks all the time. Related to the context, related to the theory or the theme of the passage or anything. Contextual, it's an adjective because you are describing something. Contextual information. So that's why you use it with a noun. It's a very common pattern. Contextual information is also very common usage. Next one is compelling. Compelling means something forceful or very, very strong. Compelling reason. So again, you are describing, it is ending with ing, but don't confuse. This is not used in a verb form here. Okay, you are compelling someone. In that case, you can use it as a verb. So I'll put a slash here and you can use it as a verb as well. But in this case, compelling can also be used as an adjective. Give me a compelling reason. So reason is noun and you are describing the noun, so it becomes an adjective. Okay, compelling reason. I told you it's a very common usage. The third one, this is a French word. I'm not sure if I'll get the pronunciation correctly. Repertoire. Okay, these French words that have come into the English language are always tricky to pronounce. Repertoire means collection. It's a noun, repertoire of something, collection of objects. That's how it is used. The fourth one in this batch is regress. Regress means going back. Okay, regress means going back. Again, it's in the verb form, regressing, regressed, regress to the old form. Okay, mimic means copy or imitate. That's what it is, and it is an activity you are doing, mimicking an actor or mimicking the exam AI. People try to do it, companies try to do it. So someone or something. Use it with a noun. Defensive. Defensive, very common pattern for adjectives ending with IVE. It means protect. It's a very common word, defense, defensive, protection. Okay, you are defensive about, or you are talking about some defensive mechanisms. So these are the two common words that you can use it with. Something over here is a noun, like defensive mechanism. Credible means trustworthy. Like this video is credible. So I'm describing the video, it becomes an adjective. Credible source, credible threat, all these are very, very common usages that we can see all the time whenever we are doing a lot of reading. Insistence. Insistence means demanding strongly, and in this case, this is in the noun form. If I just put insist, then it becomes verb. Insistence becomes the noun form. Insistence on, I keep my insistence on these type of videos, you should focus. So that's why you have to use on, or you can say insistence that this video or these kind of vocabulary videos are good for my preparation. The next one is proponent. Proponent means supporter. Again, noun. and you are proponent of something. You are a supporter of something. So that's why you use it with of. The last one in this batch is propensity. Again in the noun form. What is propensity means? Tendency to behave in a particular way. Propensity, his propensity for. So that is the common usage, propensity for this person, or you can describe it. What is the propensity for? What is it trying to behave, or what is the tendency to behave? Okay, these are the words you should understand. These words have come in the exam this particular month. Okay, what is the next one? Is the predominant. The last 10 set of words, predominant. Okay, this is an adjective and it means main, primary, key, predominant. So vocabulary always remains the predominant reason or predominant instrument for your success. So again, I'm describing vocabulary, instrument, or whatever I'm using it with. So it is always describing a noun, and what are they used with? Predominant color or predominant reason, something. So again, something, when I put something, this is a noun here. Influential, shiel, ending with shiel, very common pattern for adjectives, means powerful or someone able to influence, like great leaders are influential as well as powerful. Influential person or influential in this area. Third one is upright. You might have seen sit upright, sit in your upright positions. Always in the airlines, they keep on announcing. Whenever I travel abroad from Australia, they keep on announcing this. Means sit straight, okay, like this. Or upright can also mean honest. So it is an adjective over here because it is describing the way you are sitting or the way of your honesty, your behavior. Upright person or upright posture. So as I said, it is describing the posture or a person. Next one is conscientious. So conscientious means doing something very thoroughly. Okay, and this is an adjective, again a very common pattern for adjectives, words ending with ous, like famous, scholars, conscientious. So you describe a person most of the time, so that's why it is used with a person, but sometimes it can be an object as well. Verdict is used in the legal matters, like a judgment, what was the outcome, but we can also ask you, what was the verdict of the exam when you gave it? Did you succeed? So that's what it means, outcome or judgment, and it is in the noun form. Verdict of, always used like this. Enormous means huge. Okay, enormous, not tremendous, enormous, huge. And most of the time it is describing a structure, enormous structure. So that's what it is used with. It is always an adjective. Again, very common pattern, ous, just now we discussed in conscientious, same pattern. Okay, you have to recognize these words. Sprawled. Okay, sprawled means lying down and it is an activity, so it is a verb. Sprawled across or sprawled along, these are the two common most common prepositions that sprawled is used with. Glimpse means peek or brief look. So if I do like this, glimpse, just had a slight look. That's what it means, and it can be used as noun as well as describing an action, glimpsed at something or a glimpse of something. So of is the most common preposition that is used with glimpse. Futile means worthless. Okay, so don't waste your effort. So if you see some spams which promote just buy the certificates without giving the exam, you are wasting the money. That's a futile effort. Futile effort, futile attempt. This is an adjective, so it will always describe a noun. The last one is trigger. Trigger can also be used as a verb and as well as a noun. Trigger means activate. Trigger for something. Trigger of something. So trigger of a gun. So in that case, it is a noun. But trigger for something, or I am triggering something, in that case, you are using it as a verb. So for and of are the two common prepositions that we use it with. Now we'll do some exam questions and you will see some of the words that we have discussed. These are the reading fill in the blanks questions that are coming in the exam in this particular month. Make sure you revise these words that we have shown before you attempt the question. We'll do the questions now. Okay, you can pause the video. If you want to attempt it yourself, you can comment. You can put your answers in the comment and then we'll see if you are successful or not. Only 3 blanks, a simple paragraph to begin with. But always context is important if you are lost here and there. Context, vocabulary will always help you. The theme of contrast evident in Blue Skies is typical of Miss Wu's work. She explores organic structures using the newest technologies. If you just read, you will see subject, verb, object. This is noun. And you see organic is an adjective coming before the noun. See how they are describing. Newest technologies. Newest again is adjective describing the technologies. She is inspired by, see, inspired is used with this kind of word. Inspired by dash detail, but often works on a large scale. Large scale, is it talking about something of size? She is inspired by dash detail, but often works on large scale. Let's see the options. Explore is not related to size, high, minute is, ambiguous is not, envisage is not. So which one will you see? Which one will you choose? Now we have seen these words minute, not minute, minute detail. This is what that is making sense, and minute detail is very commonly used as well. Minute detail, and let's see the next one. Her sculptures are dash, yet familiar, blurring the boundaries between the real and artificial. So, blurring the boundaries between the real and artificial, that means, are you getting the hint? It is not very clear which particular words over here in the options are related to that. Now you know the meaning of ambiguous, something which is not very clear, confusing. That is what it is. So knowing the words is important. Two of these words we have just explained in the slides that we saw. Two of the words we just saw and we discussed it in the slide. But these two words, minute, ambiguous, we just saw it in the slide, and these are used in the exam questions. Let's see the last one. Organic structures and spirals are the starting point for my creative exploration, adjective, noun. But my work extends these concepts to dash the overlap, Now, we have not discussed this word, but as I said, some words are very common, you already know them. So, it will be a futile effort from my side if I just give you the words you already know. Concepts to dash the overlap between the real and the artificial, and how we often don't differentiate between the two. So, what is it telling you? My works extend these concepts to dash the overlap. After two, if you know the grammar rule, after two we only need verb 1. To do, to go, to work. So let's see how many verb 1 we have. Okay, now you also know the meaning of envisage, but is that making sense here? It is not. So knowing the word can also help you to eliminate. So you can eliminate this word. Okay, if you forgot the meaning of the envisage word, just rewind the video and see. So over here, what is it? Definite is adjective. High is again adjective. Explore is the only verb 1 here, and we'll go with this answer. See, that's how you solve. Grammar plus vocabulary, you will get the top score or your desired scores. Let's look at the second question. You can pause the video again and write your answers in the comment. This time you have 4 blanks. Let's look at the first one. The world of science has witnessed countless breakthroughs. Again, adjective now. Last month, a research team dashed a new species of deep sea during an expedition. So, a research team, what? Looks like they have discovered something or they have found out something new. Let's see what our options are. And definitely it is talking about last month, something that happened in the past. So probably we need a verb which is in the past tense. Okay, so many verbs here. Discovered, invented, possessed, occupied. These are all in the past tense. Now, which one is making sense? Not invent. They won't invent a species. They can't possess a species. They can't occupy a species. No. So only discovered a species is making sense. Again, combination of grammar and vocabulary is doing wonders. Let's see. Keep reading the context as well. That will help you to solve the next blank. So don't just read the sentences with the blanks. Keep reading. Be a fast reader. These creatures living in the darkest depths were hidden from human sight until now. The scientists didn't just dash across them casually. Now, which are the words that are used with across? Scientists didn't just dash across them casually. They used advanced sonar technology and spent hours analyzing data. So that means which particular word? Find across, hailed across, stumble across. This is the word that it is talking about. The scientists didn't just stumble across, stumble across. So I may have missed the word across in my slide. My bad. Apologies. Add this word in that list. So you can use stumble with across as well, and then that is the most genuine, most the word which is making most sense here. Stumble across. So whenever I was just going to the shop and I stumbled across this item which I very liked. So that's how you used it. Stumble across means just accidentally find something. Okay, that's another meaning of stumble. They use advanced, okay, we have talked about it. Back in the lab, the team worked with biologists who dash extensive knowledge of marine genetics. Who dash, who had, who. It's talking about knowledge and it's talking about biologists. So knowledge belonging to biologists. What is the word here? Find, occupied, possessed. The word we did just now, possessing knowledge. Okay, I told you possessed by is used, but possessing something can also be used. So this is the third word. And what is the last one? Their combined expertise enabled them to study the shoe's unique DNA structure. Soon after their findings, sorry about the spellings, these findings were published and the scientific community dash it a significant discovery. Dash it. Regard it. And again, this whole article is talking about in past tense, so probably a past verb is needed. Significant discovery opening new doors for ocean research. Acclamation is not necessary here because we need a verb. This is the subject. We need a verb and then discovery is your object. Subject, verb, object. If you still haven't seen that video, how we solve the reading fill in the blanks question using grammar, watch that video. We'll provide the link in the description as well. Reading fill in the blanks, one final strategy using subject, verb, object. Okay, so we need a verb here. Now, invented, no, hailed or occupied. So, invented is not making sense here. Other words we have already used. Find is in present tense. Hailed or occupied. Scientific community occupied it, a significant discovery. Hailed it. Okay, so what is the meaning of hail? You call out or it talks about origin. In this case, this is not talking about origin, you're calling out. So that's how you solve the questions. Again, we got the fourth answer, which is hailed. Improve your vocabulary, use the grammar, solve all the questions, get 4 out of 4, 5 out of 5, 6 out of 6. Whatever the number of blanks is there in the exam, you can solve it with ease. I can't say with very easy way, but relatively it will become easier for you if you improve these aspects for the exam. Okay, now if you need access to all the questions and all the words that are coming in the exam right now, you can get it in the prediction files that we make it available for our YouTube members. If you want to join as YouTube priority member, you will also get access to them. And if you haven't watched the PT exam updates for December, January 2025, I have shared the experiences and the things that are happening in the exam. It's a must watch if you're preparing and planning to give the exam in this month or in the coming months. Keep watching those kind of updates, okay? Important changes we share with you that can work wonders for you. And at any point of time, if you need paid assistance, you can WhatsApp us. We will help you. Keep watching Edutrainex and I'll soon be back with another super informative video on PT topics. See you soon.